What a day. What's a day? In theory, we should be back. Full on power knockout that time. And I don't have my chat. Am I dead yet? How am I leading this lobby? I have not been playing... How long? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this was a... Come on now. There we go. So somehow, while we've been gone, the team have been able to hold their own nice and strong to the point where we are leading this lobby with over 155 credits in the bank. Literally at a loss for words. The biggest problem here is that I am now going to be very, very behind on the alluvials that I might have been contesting. But okay, first and foremost, let's level. What do we have? There is somebody running a crunk. I have a couple of them there. I'm not going to be able to get crunk. So let's get Twine into the fight. Where's Ferns? How many Ferns are here? There's already a Fernite. Okay, so we've gone through literally this entire thing with the intention of it being completely wildfire-based and getting Fernite to be the carry, but because of the power outage that I did just get hit with, we need a different carry. Scions don't really translate as well to Aegis. Hang on. There is one that does. What this should at least let you know, example A. Look how powerful this team is when it goes right. Do I just say screw it and do Scions anyway? Nothing for me. I'm gonna start building them just in case. Oh, actually, you know what might be hilariously stupid? Do resets count as wildfire twice? Very, very curious. It does. Going up against the shadow here of Dolo. I'm just going to be scrapping for a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Squad just might be tanky enough, but that is a ram fire right in my face here. We do have fire onto it. I mean, this might still work. You know, like, given everything that's happened... Knocking blind down a peg here. Switch us out. Fernite, you come on over. Set you up for success. Aegis, you still do your thing. Swap sides, though. We don't need Archies. We don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Through. Come on through. This should, in theory, be nice. We're trying to build ourselves up a, Nidorius, I guess? It seems to be working. How much to level? Okay. I don't even have the fourth Aegis. This might just be enough. My Lynx is still alive. It's kind of low, though. Dorito, do you got them? Yes, you do. Or at least a little bit longer. Oh, no wonder I don't have a heady. Blind has one. Can we just be tanky enough to get this done? I want to require these overtime rounds to get done. I think we're doing just a little bit more damage than they are. Need some big heals in the last possible moments here. We send blind out. Big old deer, Hedorius is here. He might be able to make this work. Am I ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Let's see how this goes. The ramp fight, or the ramp fire, is of course going to be the scariest thing on that team. Rip Lance is obviously pretty terrifying as well, but thankfully the emergency button's got to give my Link some time to breathe. Blotto falling, or not Blotto, that's Krunk that ends up falling. Definitely rough. This is a very, very scary squad. It shall run me over. We'll get a couple of extra hit points available. Okay. Trying not to freak out here. No, 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 no. Hang on. Internal server error. Okay, that's not me. That's not me. With how things are going today. I thought we might have been cooked there for a second. Yeah, so I can't even go for a Furiox or a Scoriox because they have that cooked up. Magic, 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 support. Okay, magic. Give me the damage. Give it to Octius. Tankiness, the deer. Let's do that. Can I somehow find Blotto? Oh god, I'm passing up on a lot here to try and find this. Oh, we don't even just find Blotto, we find Fernite as well. Okay. Lynx, I thank you for your service. I did not set that up properly. I think all of my Aegises are actually going to be giving it to each other instead of the Blazonite. It's going to face tank this. It's going to look stupid for this round, but that's fine. Actually, hang on a minute. Nah, yeah. Bad positioning. I do have another chance. One more time. I had double Octius here. That's not what I was looking for. We have multiple of these Aegis units now I can start working with. Okay. Also, I need more space. Need more space. One. This, please. Oh, I'm not going to be fast enough, am I? I didn't even get my Ranger over there. What is my Ranger even going on Aegis-wise? And oh, man. Hopefully this works. If it does work, it is going to be a game winner. But we need to get onto that ramp fight. No. That should be it. That hurts. Well, what I will say about it goes to show how powerful that team was. To where I could literally be AFK fighting a power outage, but if the right pieces are in place, still make it into a top 2. I definitely didn't play those last rounds well. 100%. In fact, I'd argue I played those last rounds shockingly bad. But we still got a top 2. We still got ourselves in the positive. We'll make do. Well, let's try to cool down a little bit for these last couple of minutes here. Not all of my plots had enough fuel for research today, but some of them had. There we go. Can I actually see chat now? Yes, I can. Alright, so if you were saying something and I didn't respond, my apologies. I'm just getting the chat up now. Of course, everything broke. I did set all these up properly, I just didn't tell them to repeat. Tell them to repeat. Okay, this plot did have their science facilities or their materials research labs all going. That's what I was doing. I do not have enough to have them repeat. So let's see. Research labs? Got any good news for me today? Spreadsheet open here just in case. Now we can go for it. App on. Nothing. Caradulux? Nothing. Revo? Nope. Gondi? Nope. And app on. We do find the greater Apon Bach skin. Which in theory, when I hop on over and try not to break my OBS, and accidentally open up my editing software apparently at the same time, so if there's a lag spike, that's why. There you go, greater Apon. We got the Bach. Which means that is another combo completed here on the list. A suit and skin. Success. Now how about some of that tier 3 biodata? Still waiting on 2 more. The Monarch and the Familiar still elude me. 5 chances to try and find it on this plot. We find Gasatep, which was one of the ones I was missing before, but we did end up finding it. So just a repeat here for this plot, that's alright. This one, it looks like I only have the scanners running as of this moment, so we'll just be trying to find some of that biodata. 5 shots once again, let's see. Nothing on the first 2. Familiar is here, there we go, there's one of them. That is a nice spike of good luck, one that we can knock off the list. There we go, Familiar has been found. Alright, we needed that. Absolutely needed that. Now it's just the Monarch. 2 more shots on this plot. Not gonna find it this time, but that's alright. Collect a couple of these resources while I'm here. Not sure why all of my resources are all out of sync, but I'll manage that later. Okay, Shard Bluff, we have a mixture of scans and research. let's start off with the scans, trying to wrap up some of these tier 1s, and then going on to the Lynx is Virtuous Lynx and the Stoic Lynx aren't going to find anything, but what about TNT? We're going to find a fact, but not any blueprints. Ibiruko, nope, gonna have to wait for another day. But how about our tier 3 blueprints? 5 shots to try and get it. Arcane Hydra Lynx we do already have. We're just gonna get the double. The duplicate this time. And looks like I'm gonna have to save up some fuel for next time. Taiga Boreal, the last one with scanners operational. I think it's just scanners as well. Tier 3 Biodata, 5 shots once again. Caradulo will gladly accept you onto this plot. Nothing on the rest, though, so we'll get shut down. Just getting the double. I'll collect many of these resources as I can. I probably could have just mashed down the list and been perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll just go for that. I think I already did my daily fuel burning. I'll double check. Yep, this is already on its way and in progress. Did that this morning. I didn't want to forget, because of course today is burn day. And this plot, still looking for that very first blueprint. Struggling, but it's getting there. Send these 2 off. And hopefully soon we'll have our very first blueprint here on this plot. And the video idea that I have can be completed. And then a big day soon here for this plot. Finally had enough to level this Nexus up to level 9. It'll take some time still though. How much time is it? It's basically like, what, 4 days? 4 days this thing will level up and I can essentially fill this entire plot with buildings. As to what, I don't know right here, right now, but eventually I would love it to be training gyms once they are implemented into the game. Gather up on resources. And we'll call it there. So it's definitely been a day and a half. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. A lot of things not necessarily going my way here today. But I still thank you for joining me here for today's streams. The game plan for the next couple of days for myself is going to essentially be doing some video editing in the next couple of days. But then the next time you'll see me on stream will be on Saturday on Illuvium stream. I'll be on Illuvium stream there for the Illuvium Pro League for the World Championships. Week 1 of the World Championships going to be taking place over this weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday should be an absolute exciting time. Kind of start seeing the conclusion and ramping up for our grand finale on next weekend's IPL broadcast. But we still did have through all the technical difficulties, all the negativity, and all the just issues that today seems to have brought in, we still did have a good time, of course. Finding Vermilier, getting that tier 3 blueprint there from the, or not blueprint, but biodata from the Illuvium 0 cooldown lap was definitely rather satisfying. Finding that hollow lesser Grilla with at least, I would imagine, 90% like stats was quite nice. And then we did, of course, have our top 5 Aegis, or not my top 5, but the 5 fun Aegis teams we had here today. That will probably become a video. I wish I had some actual good footage to actually display, which was kind of what I was hoping here for today, but it did go my way. It is what it is, though. And this ranked was what it was here today. Not every match can be a banger. Not every stream can be a banger. But I thank you for tuning in anyway. And again, I'll apologize for all the technical difficulties, all the spamming, because I imagine there's probably like 3 different videos that popped up on X Twitch and YouTube for all of the VODs coming out, or for all the streams going down, up and down, whatnot. It's just one of those days. But again, I'll see you on the weekend for the Illuvium Pro League. Till then, I hope you have a fantastic day.